Welcome to Nostalgic Chats Podcast, where we take you to the past and present time with the OG crew.
Danny,
Harry,
Carmelo,
Chad,
Wilson.
This week's episode is about our favorite cartoons we used to watch.
So, Harry, what are some of the cartoons you remember growing up that were some of your favorites?
Well, the first ones I think I can remember as early as was, I think, the He-Man cartoon. And then I went
He-Man.
on to, at the same time was Voltron. And then, we stuck with those for after school. Several episodes, they used to get reruns. And then the Thundercats, which was godlike as well. They gave it sometimes Saturdays and, of course, on after school. And, then there was the stuff like Smurfs and stuff like that I know everybody knows about. And, then the real Ghostbusters.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
Until
I
this day, it's still
forgot
good.
about that.
Me too.
Mhm. And, I was watching stuff, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and, the list goes on forever. So, and you, Chad, what did you first watch growing up that you could remember, your earliest memory watching?
Nah, it's crazy because like you said a bunch of stuff that I'm like, damn, y'all remember that. But I would say I do remember that early Ghostbusters cartoon. That cartoon was fire, legit, because I remember getting all the toys and stuff for it too. But some really good ones that I remember, I would say is like Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, Pinky and the Brain. I would probably say those were like some of my favorite ones because I felt like a lot of those characters were, I don't know if it's like wacky, crazy. Like I feel like they were like teens or like kids like around my same age. So I felt like I could relate to them. They were being crazy. They were doing, stupid stuff. And Animaniacs also had those songs that I can still remember until this day. I think one of the ones was where he said every country, and it was like
Yes.
it was like over 200 countries that he did, and like
I think it was Yakko.
it was Yakko. It had to be Yakko because he was the only crazy one to do that. But yeah, I like still can go back, and also to another one that me and Harry like we all talk about that's still relevant now. I would say is like Pokemon. That was like a big one, and even still now, like I go back and hear like those songs that they had at the beginning of Pokemon. And because they are truly legendary. If you haven't heard them, go to YouTube and listen to them again. They're great. I would say for me as a kid, those really stood out. What about you, Will? What would you say is something that really stood out to you?
That really stood out to me. The Batman the animated series, part the Gargoyles, was one of my other joints that I really liked a lot. Darkwing Duck was pretty good. Of course, you said Tiny Toons, that's also a thing. I know Harry likes the Chipmunks, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yes.
I remember properly.
Yeah.
There's DuckTales, which you also likes
Rescue
a lot.
Rangers.
Rescue
Tailspin.
Rangers, Tailspin.
Tailspin. Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Got Inspector Gadget and
That's the
things like
Disney
that, which
afternoon,
was
too.
also
Yeah,
cool.
I like the Disney joints.
It was a lot. Harry, like Harry said, Transformers, Smurfs, got the Spider-Man TV show.
Yes.
And
X-Men,
the Ren and
animated series.
Stimpy's whenever you would go into Nickelodeon or
Yes,
those
Nickelodeon.
midnight shows.
We finally got cable.
Yes. Doug, or go to a friend's house who has it and watch it over there.
Yes.
This guy
You know?
said Doug. Yo.
Doug.
The Ghostbusters, I've seen it here and there, but of course you two are like huge fanatics of Ghostbusters. That's also another thing. We didn't catch my eye. The movies are different. Was Hey Arnold. I don't know if I said Rugrats yet.
I know you like
Cat,
Ren and
Cat
Stimpy.
Dog. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy, Cat
I love
Dog.
this.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
There
Rocco's
was a
Modern Life.
lot. Yeah,
Rocco,
Rocco's Modern Life was real good too.
Stimpy, you stupid idiot. They just slapped him.
Pretty much. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to list. But yeah, a lot of good memories there. Definitely Batman the Animated Series was up there along with the X-Men TV show and the Spider-Man show with Venom finally showing up and all that stuff. So lots of memories, lots of TV shows. Well, who's supposed to go next?
It don't matter. I'll just.
Sorry. That's
No, it's
Carmelo.
cool. No, it's not
My
really in
bad.
order.
Anybody.
We just pretty
Order,
much
yeah.
Yeah,
asking
it's in
Just
order.
everybody.
we're just talking.
One more, Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pinky and the
Pinky and the
Brain.
Brain.
I mean, I already said that, but okay.
Oh yeah, you
Oh, you
did.
did? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Y'all acting like he said something crazy. Like I said that.
Nah, my man.
So are we when we talk about cartoons, are we what about Power Rangers? What do you guys put that as?
Yeah, it's up
Uh,
there growing up with TV shows.
you could put that.
But
You could put
I
it.
say.
Yeah.
I say.
as
That
a
goes for
cartoon,
VR,
you would
Troopers, and all that good
Yeah.
stuff.
Live
Samurai
action.
Silver Squad.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah. I would
Power
say so
Rangers,
because they aired around cartoons.
yeah, the original one, the original
Yeah.
Power Rangers was like pretty legit when it came out. It was crazy. Then you have your after school regulars like DuckTales, Tailspin. Then you had Aladdin had a cartoon as well, and then you had Tiny
Yeah.
Toons
Yeah.
that it had everybody. Which Tiny Toons has a really good Super Nintendo game that it has like a whole bunch of mini games. That's like one of the
Yeah.
best games for Super Nintendo. So then you had Saturday mornings, which would you would have Sonic. I remember like waking up mad early just to watch Sonic because they didn't give it as
Me
much.
too.
What else? I was just thinking. Oh, so one that you guys didn't mention was like because I know back in the day it was kind of like if you didn't watch cartoons when you woke up in the morning or in the afternoon after school and then ending at 5, then you had no more cartoons. So you have VHS tapes. So then these VHS tapes would consist of well for me Superman, watch reruns of Superman and Popeye, and who was
Yeah.
Garfield.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Everybody
Gar-
didn't have like a VHS tape, but I know everybody probably had Superman or at least a
I know those
Popeye.
tapes that you're talking about. That they used to bring a bunch of mixed cartoons.
Yes.
Yeah,
With Looney Tunes
yeah,
as well. It was just
yeah,
random
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
crammed in like a 6-hour
Yeah.
tape.
Yeah.
Felix the
I know
Cat.
what.
There was
Yes.
a lot
Had
of, you know what I'm
everything.
saying?
They had
Even Betty Boop and stuff like
yeah,
that.
Betty Boop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything was on there. It didn't matter. There was no
Yep.
rules.
And it was like if you couldn't catch one of the popular ones like Ninja Turtles or whatever during
Yeah,
the peak
I was about to
times.
say nobody mentioned Ninja Turtles, and I forgot.
Yeah. So
That was big.
so Ninja Turtles and Thundercats was another one for me that was really good, but I just feel like there wasn't enough episodes for it. I feel like it was cut short. And then it was kind of like when Cartoon Network came out and we finally got cable that you got cartoons 24 hours a day. That was like a really big game changer. So watching
Yes.
what's Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff that is just like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Girls.
Dexter's
man.
Laboratory. Oh, man.
Yeah. How about you, Danny? Which ones you remember?
Well, before I get into that, if you enjoy the podcast, please subscribe, like, and follow so we could bring you more content as we go along. Now, for me, the Thundercats was really a big one. And you kind of say that they had like a short run, but it was like 60 to 80 episodes or something like that.
Really?
That was
And
big for the time too.
And then
Yo,
there.
but why every time when I was little, I watched TV, they show me the same episode. All the fucking time.
They had
That's how
that
it was.
many.
That's how it was.
Their animation was like next to anime because it was done over there. Like it was so top notch.
That intro.
Yeah, it was. I
They had
remember
the intro. Then you have Looney Tunes, which wasn't for kids, but
Yep.
Yes.
we watched it anyway. Where they shot people, they threw them down the mountain, they gave him a dynamite.
that. Yeah.
You had Daffy Duck going hunting for ducks, or with Bugs Bunny. They were really played before movies, and then they ended up on TV. Then we
That's why
got
they were
Tom and
short.
Jerry. Tom and Jerry was
and
good.
Jerry.
when we
Tom
was
and
growing up.
Jerry.
The Rugrats was also good.
Oh yeah.
Also, I hope that they make a movie of it, but Batman Beyond should have a movie by now.
Or a video game.
They
at
should
least.
look into it.
Yeah.
Batman
Yeah.
Beyond was like the best thing to happen other than the animated series. I agree. I think it's good.
Yeah.
And that's a sleeper sometimes too.
That is a sleeper.
Mhm.
Yep. We also watched Hey Arnold
Yeah.
with the big ass head.
Football head.
The football head.
The Smurfs was something that we also watched. They were fucking everywhere. And then they had
they were.
if you had the toy that they'll come alive at night.
No, you don't want no Smurfs in your house.
Those is like, no, yo lo vi en la noticia. No Smurfs.
Yo.
And then they had Curious George was also up there.
That was like
he wasn't,
Channel
Danny,
13 or
he wasn't
something.
watching
Yeah.
Curious George.
All right. You was like, you wasn't with no educators.
Curious George. You gonna
Hey,
say
they
what?
came on
Carmen
after
San Diego?
certain ones.
Yo,
Yeah.
no.
Carmen San Diego. Okay, that's
they
okay.
came on Carmen San Diego. They came on
Yo,
like right after
well,
that. It was him.
They did though. I do remember Carmen
But
San
so
Diego.
this is the point, though, right? When you had no other choice, it's not like you
You
could
was
switch it
watching.
on.
That is true.
You know what I'm
That is
saying?
true.
You only had like 5 channels.
Yeah,
That's true.
so-
Yo, one that we did, I'm surprised that was really good was that animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. That first one that came out with like that really popular song. Like that, I thought that was a
Oh,
great
the
show.
intro?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was a great show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popeye, the Sailor Man, also
Popeye.
Yeah.
was. Everybody wanted spinach until I tried it, and I was like, "Oh my god, what was I thinking?"
I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
tried
not
it
even
too.
that
That's
bad,
what
though.
was
Spanish was
disgusting.
actually
When you're a kid, that was the worst thing you could have
Yeah.
gave me.
I used to
Out
eat
the
it straight
can,
out
like
the can, though,
I
bro.
opened the can
Straight
and
out
then
the
we
can.
ate it. Like, oh hell no!
Yeah,
He ain't
that's
even
different.
drain.
He
He
ate it
ain't
out the
even
can.
drain it.
Yeah.
He ain't even drain it. He just the whole thing. Like,
Yeah, he did.
We have Chip and Dale was good also. That was in the
Chip and Dale.
Saturday
Chip and Dale,
morning.
Rescue Rangers.
Yo, didn't they have like one of them was like real cool and the other brother was like real doofy and stupid?
Yeah, it was,
like
a
one was
dumbass?
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones, and the other
Yes.
one was a
One that had the hat
was a
with the coat.
comedian.
they said that the other one was modeled after Magnum PI.
Yes, the guy was.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yep.
I forgot his name too.
that was my guy. That was Chip.
Nobody mentioned Inspector Gadget either.
I
Yeah.
did-
So,
No.
but
The-
so what
Yeah.
about those
Yeah,
shows
you did?
like
also
like
the Jetsons.
Oh, the Jetsons.
Oh, the
Jetsons.
Jetsons. Yeah.
but that was Cartoon Network, though, right?
The Flintstones.
That was before.
No, that was before.
The Flintstones too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Started
that
giving
was
the-
around the
there was-
Flintstones times. Yeah, the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on
Yeah.
regular channels back then.
When
before
their breaks
cable.
were their feet.
Yeah.
Nah, you're right though. I think
Everything
it
was their feet.
Mellow that
Yes,
said
to
about
breaks
Cartoon Network
everything.
changed everything. Because remember, then they brought in like Toonami, and then they introduced like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball to the masses, and because Toonami was fire. Like they,
Yep. They
like,
also had the
introduced anime.
Beetlejuice cartoon.
Yes.
was going around.
Beetlejuice,
What was that dude in the white? He was a samurai in the white coat.
Samurai Pizza
Samurai
Cat.
Jack.
I don't know. Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack. Yeah, that was
That's
good
Cartoon
too.
Network, right?
That was Cartoon Network. Yeah.
Also, Samurai Pizza Cats was also on with
That was
Garfield and Friends. It came out around
was on
the
Channel
Garfield
11
and
too.
Friends
Like it's
ones.
like Beetleborgs and all that good stuff. Street Sharks.
Dennis the
Yeah.
Menace.
Oh, Street Sharks. That was like Ninja
Street
Turtles too.
Sharks. I remember that
Mhm.
too. I do remember Street Sharks.
Harry, what was that cartoon that had the theme song that we would watch it, and that it was mostly the song. I forgot something about the robots.
Boss
or something.
Master?
Yes,
The Boss
I think
Master.
it was that. Yeah.
So are we counting like stuff like Reading Rainbow and,
I don't know.
and Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mr.
Little
Rogers
Pony?
was the
Yeah.
man.
My Little Pony.
No, I ain't why.
Nah, I don't know about buying another phone.
Beavis and Butthead count? Does Beavis and Butthead count?
Yo, Harry was saying
That's on TV,
Harry
right?
was-
That was good.
Yep.
Harry was talking about Gumby, and then Chad was talking about Pokey was his favorite
Yeah,
character.
Gumby's old as hell too. Old as fuck.
Listen, I never said Pokey was my favorite, but that when you look at the name now, that name is crazy. But
You
yeah.
said
it
Gumby
is.
and Pokey, man. That reminds me of
Yeah.
someone we used to make fun of, Richard. Was
Oh,
used to call him Pokey.
I bet
the
y'all
horse.
did.
Hey, yo, why? He just
I don't know if y'all remember this other cartoon called Denver, the Last Dinosaur.
Yes.
No idea.
He's your friend so much more.
Let me look
Yes,
it up. I
that
don't
one.
remember the name. Though.
Yeah, I remember
is that show
one.
Dinosaur considered?
Yo,
It's not that. It's just one
Get the
dinosaur.
family.
the frying
Yeah.
pan, right?
Nah,
Yeah,
that
with
one
the
I never
family,
heard of.
yeah. With the T-Rex with the
Nah,
Yeah,
that was more of a
varsity
sitcom.
jacket on.
that was a
Varsity
sitcom.
jacket.
I remember.
We
Wow.
could talk about that another time too, because
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
Family
nah.
Matters and Full House and all that stuff in that section.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
to that.
but what also was
Mhm.
almost all the cartoons back then had intros, memorable intros with music.
Facts.
Yeah, they
It
had
was
like
either
Intros
jingles
that
and
with lyrics or just with the beat that you. It's like listening to Super Mario. The beat you already know where's it from. So if you go
yeah.
back and you listen to the cartoons, you
Zelda's
know.
like that too.
I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all remember this with old cartoons that they have like a life lesson to like don't do drugs and stuff like that. Like they
Yeah,
would tell
A
a
you.
lot
lot
of
of them
them
did
did
like
that.
Captain
Yeah.
Planet
Yeah.
and
Can't
stuff
say
like that.
thing. Yeah.
Oh,
But
I'm
yeah, you
They
ain't
surprised
would
say
you
have
didn't
like
name
Captain
that.
Planet, bro.
ending segment.
Yeah, you ain't say Captain Planet. What's
Planet.
Well, nah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying now, but yeah, Captain Planet was one of them.
Yo, you know we haven't mentioned the X-Men. When the X-Men cartoon came out on
Yeah.
Channel
Oh
5,
yes.
The
that was just
X-Men,
like
that intro was like, it's still memorable to this
It
fucking
doesn't
day.
even have lyrics.
Yeah,
It's just a
Yep.
song.
it's just sound. It's an instrumental.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
It's
instrumental.
so
And it's
good.
good
It's
enough.
too good.
It
It
doesn't
is
need lyrics.
it is short and it's like loopy. You could get tired of
Yep.
it
It's
fast.
like 30
but it's
seconds or
just,
less than a minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's what a lot of old cartoons, because that's when people were creative. So
Yes.
I'll leave
Yeah.
that one there.
And they actually look like
Yeah.
cartoons, not like these. I don't know what the hell they be drawing now.
The artist.
Computerized. I have
They be
no
trying
idea.
to do too much now. That's why, man.
Yeah, and then
You're
they're like,
soon
"Oh,
gonna let
I
AI
wonder
do
why."
everything.
And they're like, "I wonder why kids don't watch it. Look at the shit you're putting out."
It's kind of true.
Yeah. I always preferred that old drawing style over anything anyway.
Yes,
Also, Harry, you
I
got some
agree.
there too. That old Transformers cartoon was really good too.
Mm-hmm. Beast
Beast Wars
Wars.
was good too.
No,
I love
Yeah.
Beast
Beast Wars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
you
yeah.
already mentioned what was it? The guy, Carmelo?
Yo, Harry, you ain't mentioned El Chapulín Colorado.
No, that's not even a thing. That's like I would put down the sitcom.
That's
He's a
a
character,
TV.
though.
That's a TV
Oh,
show.
he's a
It's all
sitcom.
Spanish.
All right.
Live
All
action.
Spanish
He's a
sitcom.
superhero. He's a superhero, so I thought he was a. All right, my bad.
Yeah. Well, the Sonic Adventures cartoon, I think is Adventures of Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steve
those
Urkel
was
did
I
the
used to get
voice.
up
Urkel
on
was
the
the voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
on the weekends. I
Oh,
used
yeah,
to get up
that's-
extra early for that one,
I'm
bro.
looking at your background. He-Man is there as well. We haven't mentioned He-Man either.
Harry did in the beginning.
Yeah.
I
You
think.
did?
Harry did.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did,
Yeah.
my man.
He didn't mention
I have the
what was it? Shira.
power.
Shira.
Shira, that was his sister.
Yeah. And then they had
What's that
the
berry
James
you have
Bond the James Bond cartoons.
Care Bears probably.
Oh,
James
Care
Bond
Bears.
Jr. had a
That's what it
cartoon
is, the
too.
Care Bears.
The Care Bears, yeah, also.
I was
Nah, I ain't
there's
watched the
something
Care
that
Bears,
they
bro.
Me,
no.
You're too
I
This
know
one
where
was
it's
like
from.
his time.
I saw a little bit of it. There's nothing
So
else.
it's
I
stuff
like
that we
channel.
used to watch when we were little, right? I remember when they used to babysit me, they used to make me watch The Price is Right all the time. I was like, what am I watching?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, what the fuck am I watching, bro?
Yeah,
There's nothing else to
cartoon,
watch.
I don't know if this cartoon is considered one, but I used to watch it a lot when it first came out. The Simpsons. I don't know if that's considered.
It's
Yeah.
an animated
Well,
show,
I don't know.
so I would
Yeah.
say it's considered.
It's just
Why not?
crazy when you watch
Gem
those
and the
type of shows
holograms
now.
also.
They're definitely
Yes.
all for adults when you look at it. A lot of that
Yeah.
stuff,
A lot of the cartoons we watch, especially
even like
Ren and Stimpy, are
yeah, or
were for
Rocko's
adults.
Modern
Yeah, Ren and-
Life, yo,
Yep.
it was for
Yeah,
like
Ren and Stimpy
grown
for
adults.
sure.
Oh, Courage the Cowardly Dog was also
Yeah,
good.
Courage too, yeah.
Mhm.
They even had that
It's all
Pac-Man
slowly
cartoon
coming back.
then.
I never know
Oh,
they had a
yeah.
Pac-Man cartoon.
I remember that.
It-
Then, that
You
Pac-Man.
could say it's like G.I. Joe, the army is against the terrorists because Cobra is a terrorist group.
Yeah.
It's kind of grown itself, even though they shouldn't themselves with real guns, but they're lasers.
Yeah,
You see, like Star Wars lasers coming
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
that I didn't really watch, but I know about it.
Me either, but I just
do know
watched it
about
too.
it.
Yeah, because of
How
that
about
intro.
Captain Caveman and Son? Captain
No,
Caveman.
Oh,
speaking of that,
it was Conan the Barbarian.
yes, Conan the Barbarian.
yeah. Wasn't Arnold him?
That was
Didn't
good.
Arnold play him in like a real movie or something like that?
Yeah, the
He
two
did.
movies, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He said, no,
Used
those
to
were
watch
actually
it.
good
No.
though.
They,
No, I'm
Sitcom
sorry
too
that
in
they tried to
Channel 11.
remake it. That's what happened. I'm sorry that they tried to.
they had the sitcom and on Channel 11, didn't they? And then they had like Xena and Conan and
Yeah, Xena Warrior Princess. Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's Hercules.
No, that is.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
Hercules.
That
There
is
you go.
Same
See,
universe.
Hercules.
Same thing, same
that
thing.
was
Nah,
Step,
it's not the same.
Sorbo. Yeah, you're right. I remember that.
It was horrible.
Oh, I know the other one. Yogi Bear was another old cartoon.
Oh
we used to
yeah,
watch.
Yes,
Yogi Bear.
That's
son.
the Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
What's the other one with the moose? Oh, Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scooby Doo. We watched
Yeah,
Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Everybody's
Early
seen that.
seasons
Yes.
were good. And then they had
What
the
about-
ones with Scrappy Doo.
Yep.
Yo,
What about SWAT Cats?
Which one?
What about
SWAT cats.
SWAT
I
cats?
remember SWAT
Yeah.
Podcast,
Cat.
yes. Hmm.
I used to love SWAT Cats. That was good.
Yo, what about the Mario Brothers show with the two plumbers?
Oh, the Super
Oh,
Mario
yeah.
Brothers
Yeah.
show.
The brothers, the
Yeah.
brothers, the brothers.
The brothers, yeah.
They had the live action segments, and then they had
Yeah,
the
and then they
cartoon.
had the cartoons for like
Yeah.
5 minutes, and it's just like you waiting
But-
that whole half an hour just to.
But do you
Here we
remember
go.
on Fridays? On Fridays, they would play the Zelda cartoons.
Yep,
Only on Fridays.
Yeah.
I remember that, but I
excuse
remember
me,
them playing the.
princess.
Yes, yeah. It was only on Fridays from that same
Yeah.
Super Mario Super Show.
And
Crazy.
then Hanna-Barbera had the cartoons with the race. It was
That
what
was
the name?
Wacky
Speed
Racer.
Racer.
Yeah,
Was it Speed Racer?
Yeah.
No, Speed Racer also.
No, that's
yeah,
Speed
was
Racer.
good.
Oh,
I don't
Speed
know.
Racer.
Speed
Speed
Racer.
Racer, I actually liked.
I love
Speed
Speed
Racer.
Racer.
Speed Racer,
Isn't
yeah.
that
Scooby-Doo.
like an anime, right?
We never
American
mentioned
anime?
Scooby-Doo either.
Remember the old
Yeah.
Mega Man cartoons too? Those were really good
The
too.
Mega Man. Yeah, they had
Yep.
a cartoon.
They were good.
I don't remember that.
No,
Really?
Yeah,
I'm surprised. Well, they
Sam,
were pretty popular.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
there's like some stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Digimon.
What?
Digimon. I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
was never a
Those?
Digimon person, man.
Nah, me
But
neither.
It was alright, but nah.
No.
What's that cartoon with the kid and the girl with death?
With death?
That's not Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, right?
No, the kid looked mad dorky. He had a big ass nose. He was always running around with death. That was his skin dude. I think it was his sister.
Oh, you talking about Billy and Mandy's?
Mandy.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
The
Is
Grim Adventures of Billy and
Billy and-
Mandy.
yes.
Yes.
He's the one with braces. With braces.
I think he does have
I think he
braces. I'm
did,
not gonna
yeah.
remember, but yeah, that's
Yeah, with
good
Dexter's
one.
Laboratory.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
like a
yeah. I
long
love
logo.
Dexter, man. And you got the Pop Puff Girls, of course. I know you mentioned that.
I love the pop up.
You know what's old that nobody mentions is Dennis the Menace had a cartoon too.
Oh
Yeah.
damn.
That was good.
Yo, did
Yeah.
Richie Rich have a cartoon too?
It
Yeah,
How
he
did.
about
Kind of-
Real Monsters?
Real
Oh, yeah,
Monsters.
Real
Yeah,
Monsters.
That was also Nickelodeon, I think.
Yep,
was
it was.
Nickelodeon.
It was from Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Nickelodeon had a
Yo,
had a lot
Nickelodeon
of
was
good.
bringing up their own IPs back then.
Yeah. Invader
Before
Zim.
Cartoon Network, I think.
Invaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Invader Zim is great.
This might be a tough question, but I'm curious. So, out of like all of the places that held the cartoons, whether it be Disney, Nick, Cartoon Network, which place do y'all think had the strongest like lineup?
Mm.
We including Warner Brothers.
Everything, anything you want.
Yeah, so that's Channel 11,
Channel
Channel
11.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it?
the WB.
Pix 11 back then. Before CW
Yeah, it was
11.
the WB. It was the WB.
No, it was
Yeah,
the WB.
WB.
There.
Yeah.
It was WB.
Yeah, because they had the WB, they had the Disney stuff. They got.
Oh, you
they,
mean
they-
which channel had the
Yeah,
best
they had
cartoon?
everybody.
Yeah, which channel?
Or which company?
Like which channel? So like I would say probably for me as a kid, I would probably say Nickelodeon. I think like
Nickelodeon
I-
did have some
I felt
knockers,
like
man.
Nickelodeon
Yeah.
had some heat. Like as a kid growing up, like whether it be like Hey Arnold, like I said, Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern Life, like
I feel like it's
even
a
like
tie.
early
for me.
SpongeBob stuff too. I thought was like pretty good too. So
Oh yeah,
early
SpongeBob is good too. Yeah, regardless
Yeah.
of any bad things.
I
That's
think by the
Yeah.
that shit is funny. They got some adult comedy in there too.
by the time we got
Salad.
cable, like when you got cable and you got
Yeah.
Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, I think like they just like completely blew away Channel 11, Channel 5, like the public
Yeah.
channels
I
that
think
we
so.
used to watch because they had
Yeah, I
so
would
many
say
more varieties.
Channel 11 was the king. Channel 11 and Fox 5.
until cable
5
came
was
into
on the
play.
weekends.
Yeah,
Channel
yeah,
5 on the
And,
weekends had the
ABC,
best
which
cartoons.
one's Channel 7's ABC, I think, or CBS is 2.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. ABC
They
is
used to give them on Saturday as well.
I remember I used to wake up like at 5 in the morning on Saturdays to watch cartoons, bro. My dad would be
Yeah,
like,
you
yo,
used
you
to
wake
make
up
it
to
late.
watch cartoons but not to go to school, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
Woody Woodpecker. That was also another show.
Oh,
Woody
Woody
Woodpecker.
yes,
Woodpecker.
Woody Woodpecker.
That was also on TV and on those tapes, on those VHS
Yep,
tapes.
Yeah.
it definitely
It's just-
was.
crazy because like Mello, you're right. Like thinking about that, like I remember as a kid, like you couldn't wait for Saturday morning.
Yeah. The
That
morning.
lineup until like 12, but you right from like
Yeah, then it
5
stopped.
to 12. Yeah, because
Yeah.
after like Carmen San Diego, it ended, and I think that came out like
I'm
11:30.
in San Diego. I used to watch that.
Yes, that's
That was
PBS
good.
as well, right?
Mm-hmm. I
That's
think so.
13.
I think so.
I mean,
I
just
think
brought
it was
that
on
up, man.
Channel
The
10.
magical school bus and stuff.
Yeah,
The Magic-
Yeah, the
The
Magical
Pink
School Bus.
Panther, all that other old school
Pink
stuff.
Panther.
Pink
man.
Panther.
the teacher on the
You know
Magical
what?
School Bus was
On
bad.
Sundays, they didn't really give cartoons. I remember, like Chad said, at like around 12, the cartoons used to end, and they used to give like Channel 11 Soul Train, I think.
Yeah, they did.
I have to change the
Yep,
channel.
have to change it. We're done.
Yeah, we're done here.
Didn't that the guy from Looney Tunes have his own show? Fucking his name, Tasmania.
Tasmania.
Yeah, the
he
Tasmanian
did.
Devil. Yeah, because I
He
know he
did
had
have
his
his own
own
half an
game too
hour.
for the Genesis. That shit was hard.
Yeah,
He did have
Oh,
his own
man.
show.
but yeah, like y'all was saying, Tiny Toons, that theme song and the cartoons itself was so good, which was also by Steven Spielberg and Animaniacs.
Yeah.
If y'all know.
Just thought about something. The Goof Troop.
Oh, yes.
Goof Troop,
Yeah,
yes.
Goof Troop was so good. You're right.
They had a good Super Nintendo
Good
game
show.
too.
Yeah,
Yep.
They had a game?
Yeah.
It's a pretty
Back
good
then-
game. It's
Back
like
then
a
they made a
puzzle
game
game.
of everything. Back then, everything had a game.
They're pretty
Yeah,
And
good.
they were
did.
actually
Really
pretty
did.
good too. Some of them,
Yeah.
like the Batman game or that Spawn game. Ooh,
That
Yes.
Power Rangers game
Yes.
was
The Power
really
Rangers
good.
game for Super Nintendo.
Yes, that was.
Yeah, Genesis
funny.
had it too.
It's funny y'all say that because yesterday, me, Eric, and some of the other guys were playing the new Power Rangers. That shit is lit.
Oh, yeah?
It's a good
Actually,
game. It's
one of
5
Rangers-
players.
Rangers
It's
Revenge,
a
I
beat
think?
'em up. It is nice. It is really good. If you got a
Wow.
computer,
It's
only one
okay.
person needs to buy the game, and we could use Parsec, and we all log in and just load up your controllers, and we literally all play together, all for one copy.
Okay.
That's pretty
Really
good.
good.
You know what was also good? The old Mickey Mouse cartoons with Daffy Duck. No,
Yes,
with
yes.
Donald
The
Duck.
shorts.
The
Yeah.
Donald Duck ones
Donald Duck,
with
yes.
the
And
chipmunks that
Goofy.
didn't talk. There was like beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, Chip and Dale never used to
Yeah.
like gibberish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Who did y'all like better, the Bugs Bunny cartoons or Mickey Mouse? Because, you know, there was a little rivalry back then.
For
Bugs
me, it was
Bunny.
Bugs Bunny,
Same Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny.
Yes.
100%.
Looney Tunes. Disney,
Yep.
I like Disney stuff, but I like Warner Bros. Stuff better with the Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam.
And, you know,
Yeah.
and Danny
That's my
mentioned it.
guy. Yeah.
I think like it was more like for like older people too, because like
Yes.
Mickey
Mhm.
Mouse and them, they wasn't doing what like Yosemite Sam and Elmer Fudd was doing. Like
You remember cartoons used to smoke? They used to
Like,
smoke.
they did. They used to be
Sometimes for
wild
the
out.
dynamite, they light it up and it blows up.
like it was a cigar or something like that.
They wanted
It'd
to
be
kill
crazy.
each other. They
Yeah,
wanted to kill each other on TV.
Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
And,
Yeah,
Roadrunner, yes.
yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. So I would say that. I would definitely say Bugs Bunny and that crew.
I'm surprised Harry hasn't mentioned a certain TV show yet,
Which
TV
one?
show?
a cartoon one. It involves a dog.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
What is
Clifford
it?
the
Blue's
Big
Clues?
Red Dog?
Nah,
Blue's
not
Clues,
Blue's
right?
Clues.
Oh,
Is
is
it
it
Blue's
Blue's
Clues?
Clues?
No, he's always, I'll put it like this, he's always sleeping on top of laps.
Clifford?
Snoopy.
Oh,
Charlie Brown?
Charlie
Yeah,
Brown.
Snoopy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Snoopy?
Charlie Brown
Yes.
and Snoopy, yeah.
Yes. They had the specials back then. The
Well, I'm not-
Christmas and all
Yeah,
that
'cause I
stuff.
know you like that cartoon a lot too, so I remember
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
still
crazy. I
watch them
forgot about them.
for the holiday ones, like the
Oh, the Christmas ones?
Halloween one. We watch it in
Yeah.
Halloween for the Christmas. We watch it in Christmas for the
Oh.
Thanksgiving one. We watch it in Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another cartoon I keep mentioning as Mighty Max. Yo, I think only
Oh,
Chad
Mighty
remembers
Max.
that.
I remember
Wow,
Mighty
I
Max.
remember it.
The kid with the red hat.
Yeah.
That had powers, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not released anywhere.
What about
You're
Mighty
right. I don't
Mouse?
even know if I could even find that. I remember
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse too.
Oh, Mighty Mouse.
Yeah,
What is it,
Mighty
Speedy
Mouse.
Gonzalez? That was
Speedy
Looney Tunes.
Gonzalez. I knew he was coming
Speedy
sooner or later.
Yes. Every cartoon had a
Andale.
mouse that
My
spoke.
my man was feeding all the stereotypes back then. Speedy
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
they were. They really were. So, like,
He was drunk, so they was drunk or whatever. His friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
his drunk
Even
crew.
his
either
accent
drunk,
was like
sleeping. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually
but you can see that
feeding
the Power Rangers was the most out. Like, you know, like you look at the Rangers, it's like, yo, this is mad racist, bro. Like,
Oh, because of the colors.
yeah,
they
the colors is just like, yo,
you
My
right.
man
The
That,
Yellow
Tommy's
Ranger
name.
was the Asian one.
that's facts.
Yeah,
The black,
you
You can't make that
black.
up. You can't
The
make
white
that up.
one was white. Yeah, you're
He was
right.
he was
green-
green and white.
The pink,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
pink one was like the
he was green
cheerleader
first, then
type.
they made him white.
Yeah. And the
And
jock
he was the Puerto
red.
Rican dude, right? Where was he from?
Who the Puerto Rican?
The
No.
green one.
No, Tommy.
No, Tommy. I think he was white.
He was
He
white.
passed away.
He's Hispanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. I don't know if y'all remember Silverhawks.
All
I
right.
could look it up if you want.
Let me look it up.
It's like
The
same
name
animation as
sounds familiar.
Thundercats. Same people. It had a short run as well.
Something about the airplane in space. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I know this guy.
Yeah.
I've
I
seen this.
remember
Yeah.
Ronin Warriors.
Ronin Warriors.
Wow.
I feel like that was like my
Man.
first true introduction to like an anime type of
That's
vibe,
good.
because that joint was like an anime. That joint was so good.
It was.
Yeah, nobody like Power Rangers is like Voltron. They get inside and it combines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Voltron was
almost the
good.
same thing.
But
Yeah,
I heard
that's almost like
something
anime
of
itself.
Common Writers. So Common Writers, like, words kind of lit. I don't know if you know about that. Yeah. I originally got introduced to it.
Yeah.
It's just like Power Rangers, just fucking cooler in a way. They're both good in their own way.
Yeah. Until they make that movie of Voltron, which I don't know how it's gonna be.
They're making a Voltron movie?
Yeah, I think Danny said it.
Remember, I
for
showed
real?
you that's gonna have
Yeah, with,
Superman in it.
Which Superman? Tom Welling?
No,
Tom Welling.
Because he's the real Super.
what's this guy's name?
Ben Affleck?
No,
Oh,
No, who's this guy?
Christopher. No.
The guy that was
The Witcher, the effing Witcher. What's his name?
Oh, Henry Cavill.
yes.
Henry Cavill.
Where Henry Cavill, that's the man right there. Got a sexy body.
he's a sexy body.
That's right.
And a big cock to match.
I can compliment another man's body
Yeah.
without being,
And Wilson,
attracted.
Then he
You
has
mentioned
said with the
Spawn,
big cock
that's the
to
one?
match.
What? He just got to lay him out nice and veiny
out.
right there, just chilling.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Chad, you was watching Daria?
I love Daria, actually. Yeah, even
Daria on
those
MTV?
cartoons- I like Daria a lot, actually. I feel like
And
it was
Wilson mentioned Spawn. I think that was on MTV, Spawn.
Yo, you know which one? Like, I think, like you said, Harry, Beavis and Butthead was so good too. The one
Yeah,
that I
MTV has
hated
some good ones.
was that like you would have to wait after those annoying music videos for them to continue their journey. I used to hate
Beavis and Butthead, yes.
that.
hmm
Yeah.
What was the other one? Disney also had Bonkers. I don't know if you already know.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
shit,
did.
bonkers.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
tick,
Busy
like I was
Afternoon?
saying, the tick also was with that.
Yeah, the tick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cow
Yeah,
and
Bonkers,
Chicken.
that he looked like he was Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
Roger
a cop.
Rabbit. But that's the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
So Angry Beavers also,
Oh,
Angry
Angry
Beavers.
Beavers.
and that old gangster cat, where he talked like a gangster. You know what? I think Harry might know.
Is that the one that they have other skits on Heathcliff that he has a hat?
I love Heathcliff.
Yes, that guy. What is
That he has
his
some
name?
friends?
Yes.
I forgot his name. But he's on us shorts from Heathcliff
I
back
love
then.
Heathcliff, man.
Heathcliff, yeah. There you go. They both
It's
orange like
Hopcats?
Garfield.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
think it was
Top Cats.
Podcasts?
Top Cats.
Top Cats.
Top Cats. That's it, Wilson. It's
Yes.
Top Cats.
Yep, Top Cats. All right. Oh,
I
Top
forget
Cat.
Yeah,
that
so it was
guy's
on
name.
Heathcliff.
What was his name? The cool cat, the leader. They
Yeah,
lived
he
in
had the
a
girl cat
junkyard.
as his
They lived in,
girlfriend.
like a junkyard, right?
Yes,
My
with his
man.
boys.
My man.
Is that Oliver?
Is
No,
that
it's
his
not
Oliver?
Nah, I
That
think
he's
Oliver
short with
and
a scarf.
Company.
He has
I'm
like a
thinking of
scarf.
Oliver
He has
and
like a
Company.
scarf.
Yeah. He was a player. I remember him.
Yeah. I know this had a cartoon, but I know y'all know the show. Alf had a cartoon for a little bit too.
I
Y'all
remember.
remember Alf?
Oh,
Yeah,
Muppet
Alf.
thing. Yeah, dude. Wow.
He used to eat cats. I think.
Hey, yo.
Like that was normal.
Did he
That's
really?
crazy.
I think so, yeah. He used to like to eat cats.
Don't
And
put
that was
on
normal
my
on TV
God.
back
Don't put
then. I don't
that
know.
out. I remember that. That sounds crazy. But for some reason, I believe
I'm
you.
not even there. He said, I believe you, yeah.
That's crazy.
That- Like, I don't know, he was an alien father. He just lived with these people and they was cool with that.
And he would just eat cats. Okay.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah, we do that
These cats
now.
were they eating? We don't know.
Yeah, you can't do that now. You're right.
No, I'm just saying, we do that now. You go get Chinese, that's what you eating, bro.
Oh,
Yo, growing up in the hood, like in the
That was the
BX,
thing.
growing up, like you would see cats everywhere, cats and dogs, like stray cats and dogs everywhere, bro. Like I remember walking to school and coming back from school, you see, and then as soon as growing up, you start seeing all these spots opening up, and then the cat starts disappearing. I mean,
You see less street cats?
yeah, no dogs, no cats, and it's just like, I mean,
so you kind
What
of
was
see
the
what
other
happened
one?
to them.
Space Goes to Coast?
I
Or
remember
something was a
Space
thing?
Ghost.
I
oh,
think
coast
that's
to
what it's
coast.
The
Space
Space
Ghost.
Ghost,
That was
Coast to
Cartoon Network.
Coast. That was a weird
That's for adults too, I think.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I
Which
used
was
to
on
see
Cartoon
that
Network.
too. I like Freakazoids. Or Freakazoid
remember
was always
Freakazoid.
good too.
That was Channel 11, I think.
That was Channel 11.
I think. I could
It
be
was.
wrong.
They
No,
would
you
kind
are
of
right.
either come before the tick or after the tick. It was one along those lines.
Mhm. And nobody mentioned, what was it? I didn't like it as much, but it was X-Men Evolution.
Oh
That one was
yeah.
I.
People used to
It
watch it
was-
too.
There's
Yeah,
only
this
one
was-
evolution that matters.
Evolution. Uh, so yeah, I don't count like Family Guy. Like I didn't watch much of that. I was already,
Yeah, it
I
was
loved
already
I was
like
already
that.
There was
older.
already we was grown by then when
No,
that,
that-
happened. But I
That-
do
think
like
that's more grown than
Family
the-
Guy.
I don't know. Yeah.
And I think it's for more grown as it is anyway.
Yeah,
But
'cause
so
you-
was The Simpsons too. I
most
think.
most of the jokes on the
Like King of
file
the
we
Hill.
had.
Yeah.
That of American Dad is good too.
And then the other one was the Ghostbusters one, but the one that the guy was in a wheelchair. That when it
Oh,
came
that's
on,
the
we thought it
Extreme
was the real
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, and then it was that. Like, what the hell is this? What happened?
It's not the real Ghostbusters. That's not the real one.
And then they're
Bird.
running around with that. What is it? A bear or something? I forgot what is it.
That's Ghostbusters before
The
the
original
Ghostbusters.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, the live action that they had like a gorilla as an investigator for ghosts.
What?
I don't know.
What?
Look that up. That's Filmation's
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Ghostbuster. Yes,
Yeah.
but look it up. Because one time I told my mother to buy me something Ghostbusters, and she bought me that. I was like, I don't remember Ghostbusters being like this, but they used the same name. That's the time they named their real Ghostbusters to tell the difference.
How old was you, Harry? You was like 18 at that time, right?
Because then Harry was like, "Yo, I was at the studio telling them, bro, you got to change the name."
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, that,
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. What's your favorite intros songs for these shows that are top tier? I already know the X-Men is one of them.
Yeah, Gargoyles is another one. You got that
Gargoyle
right
is
there.
another one.
Darkwing Duck is super catchy. The Batman the animated series is catchy. There's a lot, man.
Chippendales, Chippendales.
They put
DuckTales was
they
good.
put more like energy into like the theme songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
more heart, more creativity. They want to be remembered and known. And
Yeah,
they
because
are.
Ninja Turtles has one of the best intros
That
too.
one too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ninja Turtles did.
That's a lot, man. Thundercats, come on. That's another
Yeah,
great
Thundercats,
intro.
yeah.
Like, there's too many.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers the lyrics, and we spoke Tiny Toons, but Tiny Toons still got a great theme.
Yeah.
Animaniacs also has a good intro.
Animaniacs.
And it's as well. It's catchy. They're all catchy. If you
Yeah,
think about it.
Even
Oh, yeah.
the Looney Tunes that beat. Dun, 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 dun,
Yes,
like
and when it
every
ends-
they have
Yep.
Outros, intros, like
And even Pokemon too, because like Harry will send me
Pokemon,
clips
yes.
till this day, and I'm like, yo, I forget how good.
Pokemon songs were good.
Like they were like legit hits back then. Like they was legit churning out hits. For
You wanted to be a master with it, right?
I did. I did. I was.
With Ash. With
I
Ash
was.
Ketchum.
When I said, "Oh, he could catch those Rattatas." That's the only Pokemon around.
Yeah,
Nah, he had a Squirtle.
he did have a.
Hey yo, hey yo,
He said, yo.
Hey,
Watch
yo.
your mouth.
Nigga said, "Yeah, the Squirtle, bro."
That did sound crazy.
Out of all the Pokemon, he said Squirtle.
I was trying to catch. He was saying he had a he was trying to catch a Squirtle.
Not the Pikachu, the Squirtle.
Yeah, not the Charmander.
Or Bulbasaur.
Yeah, Bulbasaur. Ash had a nice
Not-
lineup though.
Yeah. Wilson like Mewtwo. I think, right?
Yeah,
You like
Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mewtwo, Snorlax, and Gengar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but wasn't he like OP?
Gengar.
Yeah,
Huh?
Mewtwo? Yeah.
yeah.
Isn't
he
Mewtwo
was.
like OP as it was like, you know?
Because it's like
Yeah.
psychic powers.
In the beginning, he was OP. I don't know how strong he is now. I don't
Yes,
keep up
now,
with that
'cause they
Pokemon
still
stuff.
going on with that.
But my favorite one is was Mew, which was the one that
That's probably the one,
they
right?
made
Yeah.
Mewtwo from.
Yeah.
I
They
think he
look like
came
a
from
little
the
cat,
future.
little pink cat. Who?
No, Mewtwo is the clone. They took it from
of
Mew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Mew is a time traveler or something like that, if I remember some shit like that.
You was a
When
girl,
the movie
right?
came out, no, when the
I
movie
don't
came
know.
out, it was that he was the very first Pokemon, and
Yeah.
that he can turn into whatever Pokemon he wanted or whatever.
Yeah, the origins
also-
say that it starts with Mew. He was the first Pokemon. or something like that.
But then they
Or-
like years later they changed it to that
Yeah,
other bird that Ash
and now it's
seen
like a
as the very first bird or something like that. I forgot the name of it. Then
the
they changed it that
ho-oh,
that's the
something like
first
that.
one. Yeah.
The brown bird, right?
No,
I
it's
think
like
it's like
colorful
orange.
type.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Something
when the
like
movie
that.
came
But
out, they was like, "Oh, Muse the first."
yeah,
I think
because
I remember that storyline.
if y'all remember, after those cartoons, once the late 90s was ending, that was Pokemon. Then Dragon Ball took over,
Yeah.
and like they used to get Sailor Moon and all that stuff.
Sailor
That-
Moon.
That's for that Dragon Ball took her. I was really watching that, and
Outlaw Star. Outlaw Star was good too. It was there too.
Which one? What you said,
Outlaw
Danny?
Star was good.
Outlaw
Yeah.
It
Star.
came on right after Dragon Ball.
that was lit. I like that dream.
Y'all saw how Wilson tried to kick out Baxter right there.
Yeah,
said,
Wilson
"I've
was
been
like,
on
I
that."
started
No,
watching.
no, no,
late.
no. All right. So I personally, I would have never known of Dragon Ball if it wasn't for your brother, Chad Jr. He introduced me to Dragon Ball, and then Harry and Danny were already into it, and I didn't know at the time, and then I got it from them, and then it was just a whole Dragon Ball fest.
Yeah, but we
was
started
like
watching it
introduced it to him.
on your roof. We started taking it. You
Oh
started taking
yeah,
your
because
TV
we
to
weren't
the roof.
allowed late
We
night
started
to the
watching it.
house. So yeah, had to wire all the wires up there, bring the TV and the PC wire. What? And just
And
chuck
they looked like shit because they were bootleg tapes because we couldn't get the original ones over here in the US.
We had to
Y'all
go to
remember
Chinatown.
Gundam?
We had to go to Chinatown
Yeah.
for that.
Gundam Wing. I think it was called Gundam Wing. It used to be on
Gundam
Tsunami
Wing.
as well.
Yeah.
That one was good. I was not really huge into that, but I know like a couple of people that
Yeah.
were. Chris being one of them, he loves Gundam.
There's some fiends with that show. You know, right? Still
Oh,
to
yeah.
this day.
Oh yeah,
From
some are
Gundam.
legit.
It's still going on now.
And they even have a CG. I think it's CG. I don't know. It's on Netflix or something now. That's some Gundam shit.
A movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, what's our closing statements for this episode?
Yeah, I just
we
want
go
to
off?
honorable mention. The richest cartoon that was out there was Launchpad, because he was like on four shows. He was the pilot, like in four.
Yo, Launchpad, yes.
I
He was canon
had-
everywhere. He was
Launchpad
canon
McCain.
everywhere.
Yeah, I think he had like an insurance Ponzi scheme going on because he was always crashing and shit.
He had
so
contracts.
he was
He was the only pilot around.
Yeah.
And he used to
So,
always crash.
charging
Like
the
you said.
insurance, bro. That's why the cartoons ended. Yo, he bankrupted them.
Okay. I'm going to close it out with this. Cartoons was best in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. After that, that's it. That's what I
you
think.
wildin'. Because is anime considered?
Well, for
that's
regular
another-
cartoons.
That's for
I
another.
guess
for
that's
regular
another- I'm
cartoons,
talking
yeah.
about cartoons. Yes, I think that was the end of it.
I think
But
so.
I think
too.
those were the godlike decades for cartoons and the golden age for cartoons and
We
everything.
definitely missed a couple of cartoons as well. But yeah.
Yes.
But there's just too
I
many
was just
to
going on
announce
top of the
here.
head,
And
yeah.
we were freeballing it like we were saying. And,
We
we
probably
got a
missed
couple
one
of ones out
history.
there. Oh, and Spawn. Let's
Yeah,
throw out Spawn in there from HBO as well.
Yeah, it was HBO or was it
It was.
MTV? I think
Nah,
it was HBO.
it's
Right?
HBO.
Yeah, it was HBO.
Yes. Okay.
So
It was
that
fine,
one was
sure.
really
That was
Yeah,
going
the
for
old-
those too.
Yo, does
Yeah.
old count?
No.
Is it over?
That's anime, man. That's
listen.
that's a whole
Yeah, that's one.
anime.
If,
That's another. Yeah,
if
so
you-
release the anime, Dragon Ball, and all that stuff for
Yeah.
something else.
yeah,
I
and
know,
for
I
the
know. I'm fucking with
listeners,
you, bro.
and for the listeners, what he just said, if you know, you know, right? If you know,
Yeah,
you know.
that's it.
Just don't Google it. Trust
Somebody
me,
go
don't do
Google
it.
it now. Yeah, you ain't lying. Somebody
Don't
never
do
heard of that, and they're gonna Google that.
The overfeed.
Last one, South Park.
I like South Park. I love
Yes.
South
They
Park.
killed Kenny.
I love that trend.
How long has that been on? Like 20-something years, right?
No, it's been on for
Yeah,
a while.
it's for-
Because they even had the
Good
Super
minute.
Nintendo game. It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
And
it's been on for-
actually, their two games are really good. So
Yeah, they're trying to match the Simpsons.
Yeah,
You
for
could throw
real.
There was one for the
snowball,
Nintendo
the P
64
snowball.
They could do the P-ball. You could do the P-ball.
Yeah, yeah, the
Family
P
Guy.
ball, yeah, the snowball, yeah.
It was like a FPS game type that was the 64.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for listening to Nostalgia Chats podcast. Remember, subscribe, follow, and like so we could keep bringing you content and bringing you comedic joys, especially from Wilson and all the gang with the OG crew. Coming in next week's episode, we talk about music and top boy bands and what we listened to back in the day. Do you agree with us?